In this test I have a GS unit which is being controlled by a TPLC Rev B, which we see sitting on top of the unit. Attached to the TPLC Rev B is a Microchip Bluetooth PicTail unit. What we're going to do is to attach an Android phone via Bluetooth to the TPLC and control its functions. Here we have the Android phone running an app which will connect via Bluetooth Classic to the TPLC. If I click connect, it says Bluetooth opened, and it then displays the menu items that we can select. If we go into set parameters, this will allow us to set the configuration parameters of the TPLC. Here we see it had connected to the TPLC and downloaded parameters such as the fog on time, the fog off time, recirculation on time, etc., running down to the unit on time and the unit off time. We can use this to change the parameters. Here we are. I change the fog on time to 350. I can then move down. Here we've got the recirculation off time. I change it to 50. And similarly we can proceed down through the various parameters and update them. Once we have set the new parameter values, we can click send data, which will transmit the data back up to the TPLC. And then we go back to the main menu. If we want to see what's happening on the TPLC, we can go into display data. But first what I will do is to check the relays work. Here we've got the relay control panel. We can switch the controller on and off, which is the algorithm which controls the GS unit. What I don't want at the moment is the algorithm running while I'm testing the relays. So the algorithm is switched off, the controller is not running. But I can test the relays. Relay 1 controls the fog roller. Here we can hear in the background the fog roller is running. So switch it off. Relay 2 controls the service pump. We can hear the service pump running. Relay 3 controls the solenoid valve. Just hear the solenoid valve. Relay 4 controls the recirculation pump. And we hear the recirculation pump running. So this page enables us to test the individual relays and make sure that they are controlling the pumps and the valves, etc. correctly. I will now turn the controller on and we should hear the device start up. It's running through a cleaning cycle at the moment, so the service pump is on. It will run for a time, it switches off, and the solenoid valve has come on, which would recirculate hot water into the device. Once the solenoid valve switches off, it should go into the fog control algorithm where it switches the fog roller on and off regularly. So we can go back and look at the data. Here it shows relay 1 off, relay 2 off, relay 3 is on. Now, relay 3 is just switched off. The fog roller, relay 1, and the recirculation pump, relay 4, has just switched on. This screen will update approximately every 10 seconds. Here we see that the recirculation pump has switched off, the fog roller is still operating. So this page enables us to see what's happening. The information displayed starts with the accelerometer readings, which state whether the unit is level or not. We've then got the run times of the various things like the overall runtime of the system, the roller, the fog roller runtime, recirculation pump runtime, service pump runtime, water runtime. This is followed by data on the level 2 capacitance sensors. As I don't have the capacitance sensors connected to the GS unit at the moment, these all read zeros. We then get the temperature of the processor on the TPLC, the readings of ADC1 and ADC2, the readings of the digital inputs, which are all 1 at the moment, followed by the relay at the bottom. So this app on Bluetooth enables us to set the parameters of the control algorithm. Let's go back to set parameters. There we are. We saw the values being downloaded. We can look at the information when the device is running to see things like which relays are on and off and the temperature of the devices, etc. And we can also test the relays individually. So hopefully this would be a useful app. Let's go back to display data. As I say, at the moment this is refreshed every 10 seconds, but in practice we would be able to change that value so we could see it updating every couple of seconds or every minute, etc. Of course, once we are finished, we can close the app down. So we go back to the mainstream, click close, and that has closed the app and it has disconnected from the TPLC.